feel bad.
I just misclicked. Anyone misclick? Oh my god. Alright, well, we're back. We're back. Anyone else misclick on Discord? Holy cow. Hi, Don. Yeah, it was Don. Oh my god. So, how's it going, guys? Don feels bad. I love Discord, dude. Stetson's banned DT2. Alright, what's up? Little Stetsons. It's versus Death Sentence. It's our second best of 15 of the day. It's for the spot against Pocket Galaxy tomorrow. And hopefully this one doesn't take 2 hours. I don't have like my hopes up, but you never know. Dustin's gonna ban Jikininki. Alright, so we're getting the long map bans. We're getting the 4-minute hidden 4. We got the 4-minute 30-second Nomad 2. We got the 2-minute 57-second DT2. And the 3-minute 4-second DT1. Alright, good bans. As long as they don't pick Nomad 6, those bans are really good. I'm a big fan of those bans. Can we just pick the entire Hard Rock pool, please, so we can get 4 maps out of the way in about 10 minutes? That'd be super cool. I will love you all. At Will Stetson, please pick short maps, thank you. At Drev, please pick short maps, thank you. So the brief background on these teams, of course, on the left side of your screen, Will Stets Sons. It's Will Stetson, Yummy in My Tummy, Shinerood, the Pro 365, Eddie, Yuki-chan, a player that I'm not going to name because he's not actually on the team, and Ignite. On the other side, the only non-A seed remaining in the tournament, Death Sentence. It's going to be made up of Weed, Just Blank, Seal, Couch, Soba Noodles, RT Wizen, Moose Pie, and Reset. Alright, our first pick of the match coming out from Will Set Sons is going to be Dynamite, Chameleon's Macho TNT Remix, Kaboom Difficulty. Starting things off with a 4-minute long map. Thank you guys. I'm gonna actually fall asleep during this match, I think. Like, no offense to either team, I just want this match to be super one-sided. I really do. I'm sorry. I have not eaten yet today. I have a cup of water that I've just been sipping at for the last 2 hours, trying to save my throat.
I like dubstep.
All right. Map number 1 of match number 2 of the day. Are you guys ready for another 2-hour-long match? Because I know I sure am. We've got Will Stetson, Shiner, Yummy My Tummy, and the Pro 365 against Coach, RT Wizen, GS Blank, and Soba Noodles. To start things off. On No Mod 3. Saw this one before. Saw most of the maps before, I guess. That's what happens when you go to a tiebreaker. You play most of the pool. It's like a bit of a warm-up to the map itself here in this intro. Get some combo built up before you get into the really hard sections. There's a lot of combo that's achievable for most players on this pick, so kind of feels a little bit like a shit miss when you see a break like Will Stetson just found. And that's going to give Death Sentence the early advantage. Coach and Mario going to be the ones to break going into the first Ki, as well as RT Wizen shortly thereafter, GS Blank and Soba Noodles, the FCs for Death Sentence, Shiner, and Yummy in My Tummy. Still seeing for Will Stetsons, with Will Stetson himself providing a little bit of combo backing him up that is now gone. Shiner breaking, that is one of those 2 FCs now. Lost for Will Stetsons, 2 FCs still alive for Death Sentence, GS Blank, and Soba Noodles, but GS Blank finds a break of his own. Still a combo lead on the side of Death Sentence, with Couch and RT Wizen getting their combo built back up after those early breaks. Small lead, about 2 million points for Death Sentence.
I like dubstep.
Hey guys, I heard you liked Wubs, because we are now Wub City. Will Stetson going to find a break, as does Shineru. Yummy My Tummy still keeping on with a 99.4% accuracy FC. But it is Death Sentence that is in the driver's seat here, as Poke would like to say. As they do have Soba Noodles FCing. Coach matching the Pro, RT Wizen ahead of Shineru. Shineru and a Yummy in My Tummy, in fact, both break. That is the worst people to break for Will Stetsons, as everyone else breaks too. Literally, RT Wizen and the Pro now the only combos left in the lobby entirely. Holy moly. Things could have gotten interesting if RT Wizen broke there. There's obviously, Pro has plenty of combo to bring back this score lead. 800 combo RT Wizen. 900 combo the Pro. Those are the 2 that we're going to be watching in the last third of this map here, while everyone else is kind of trying to build their combo back up. Will Stetson not among them as he finds another break of his own. RT Wizen going to be the one to break on Death Sentence. That is a bad place to break. The Pro at now 1,000 combo if he can hold on through this long stream. He does. He'll be able to bring the score back basically on his own. 4 million points is very achievable with 1,000 combo. Not a lot of combo coming out of the rest of Will Stetsons, though, and he does break. That might have been the opportunity that Will Stetsons had and lost. Now with Soba Noodles still comboing for Death Sense and no one else on the board really with any combo. Soba Noodles just under 400 combo and nobody else with anything over 100 means that Death Sentence should be able to establish a little bit of lead. He does break, but so do many others. So That 3 million points, still enough for Death Sentence to maintain the advantage. The Pro and Yummy trying to get some combo going, but just the last portion, it's gonna be tight here. It's about 2 million points. We're gonna look at Death Sentence very closely here. Oh my god, that's everyone breaking. Yummy with a 300 combo. Is that enough? I don't know if that's enough for the 2 million points, but it's gonna be close. It's going to be very close here. Yummy and My Tummy having this combo at the end. Will it be enough to bring the lead back over? I think it's going to. He just needs to make it a little bit longer there. It's gonna flicker over, I think. There it is. Yummy and My Tummy, the 500 plus combo is gonna be enough to bring the last second lead over to the side of Will Stets' Sons. Canadian player coming in clutch for his team, as Will Stets' Sons look like they will be able to take this first point of the match. Thank you, Yummy, the only player hitting that slider section, and it was what it took for his team to be victorious on that pick. So the 1-0 first pick in favor of Will Stets' Sons. All right, we're gonna get the first pick coming out from Death Sentence of Fremod 2. I don't know if I expected that to be their kind of pick early on here, but I guess that's what they feel good about. So we're gonna get the Love Live Fremod pick. It held on till I think it was the last pick of the match in our previous match, but here it's gonna be the first pick coming out from Death Sentence. So we'll get to see Fremod early on in this one, and it'll be interesting to see what mods we go with. Probably a bunch of hiddens if I had to guess. That's been kind of the typical preference. And we'll see if that gets maintained here. Just waiting on the players to ready up, and we'll be underway with map number 2. We do have Ches Bananas alive. I didn't know he was actually going to be playing. I haven't seen him much in this tournament at all. So he is going to be making his appearance on the second map of this match. And he's going to be saying he's a mod tank, so he's going to be a hidden. Will Stetten's hidden, of course, as well, hidden player. With Shineru and Yummy and My Tummy, the no-mod players for Will Stets' Sons. Meanwhile, on the side of Death Sentence, you're going to have Couch and RT Wizen running hidden with Just Blanket and Soba Noodles in on no-mod. So kind of the mods you would expect to be running. Now, of course, this map is pretty heavy on the aim requirement. Very much a consistency pick. So perfectly logical lineups, I think, for both teams on this. You know, it's going to be all about your aim, all about your consistency on this pick. Very, very long, 4 minutes and 23 seconds. And you know, last match we saw Pocket Galaxy using that consistency requirement to their advantage as they proved to be too strong over the course of the map. They're able to take it to a tiebreaker there. Here, very early on in this one, so a little bit different of a feeling to the map. It's not quite a desperation play for anybody. We do have the early breaks coming out from Will Stets' Suns. Ches Bananas having a little trouble early on. Very early breaks from Will and Shiner as well. Yummy, the only FC on that side. Meanwhile, over on Death Sentence, GS Blank finding a break, but Couch, RT Wizen, and Soba Noodles all FCing. So it's going to be an advantage to Death Sentence by a couple million points here early on before we've even gotten to the first Ki section of the map. Into the first Ki we go. Nobody finding a break there in the tricky little burst. So we'll see the first bit of kind of more difficult aim requirements. Relatively high BPM, but the jumps are pretty comfortable. They're not very big. Will Stetson, though, will break for Will Stets' Suns. Death Sentence going to maintain this advantage, about 4 million points their lead. Will Stetson finding yet another break. He is struggling with the early stages of this pick, and Death Sentence are going to take advantage of that as the lead blossoms out to about 7 million points now. Will continuing to break, and it's so strange from him. You know, he is obviously known as a hidden player, just having trouble with the aim here. Ches Banana's missing as well. This one's going to be Death Sentence just by a vast margin. They have 3 FCs still and a 525 combo from GS Blank backing those up. It's a 13 million point lead, and that's only going to grow. Yummy and My Tummy are going to do what he can as RT Wizen trades breaks with Ches Bananas. So 2 FCs now for Death Sentence. They still have that combo from GS Blank in their back pocket, and Yummy and My Tummy going to find a break as well, meaning Will Stets' Suns now just has 1 real combo on Shiner of 960 plus. Meanwhile, Couch and Soba Noodles both FCing GS Blank with a 700 combo. There's still a third of the map left to go, but this one is all but decided. 27 million point lead, and only growing with time as Will Stetson breaking once again. So we're basically just going to be watching this one play out to see how many FCs Death Sentence can end up with, because Will Stets' Suns really has no chance in this anymore. Even if Shiner holds on to this FC, I just don't see any chance with the 40 million point deficit at any sort of comeback. What do you know? Coach and Soba Noodle still with the FCs, and GS Blank got a 1300 combo. Shiner doing alright for himself on Will Stets' side, but that's going to be kind of the only bright spot for their team on this pick, unfortunately, as the rest of the members just did not quite have it on this one. And it's going to be a double FC for Death Sentence, Couch and Soba Noodles. 1 hidden FC, 1 Nomad FC. GS Blank just with the early break, but the best accuracy in the lobby. Don't know what happened to Will and Ches there. Guess they just did not feel comfortable on that map, whether it was the BPM or the aim requirement. But nevertheless, that is a 1-1 tie to open things up. So in contrast to our previous match where we had several breakpoints to open the match, this one starting off with both teams winning their own first pick, which we do like to see that happening. we will get to see the next pick from Will Stets Sons. Obviously, huge pool, a lot of options. Kind of just want them to pick short maps, as I said. Please just pick Hard Rock, I beg you. Hard Rock pool is very short. We'll love you forever if you pick Hard Rock. Or Nomad 4. Or Hidden 1 or Hidden 3. DT 3, 4, or 5. Fremont 3. Like, just pick any of those maps. Yeah, stuff under 3 minutes. I will be very pleased with not having to stand here and commentate more 4.5 minute long maps. Because sooner or later my throat is just going to say, I'm not doing this anymore, I refuse. Alright, well, they listened to me. Hard Rock 1 minute 9 seconds long, the first pick coming out, or the second pick, excuse me, coming out from Will Stets Sons. That is Ten Imuho. Which are small circles. Yeah, 6.2 aim. Kind of awkward angle map pick, this one. Relatively high star rating as well, 7.39 stars with Hard Rock. This is one of the highest star rating maps in the pool, in fact. I believe matched only by the Hidden 4 pick and the Nomad 1 pick, both right around that star rating. Obviously, star rating does not say everything about the difficulty of a map, but it's still interesting information, right? This is one of those kind of over before you know it picks, where, I mean, it's a minute long, you know? it just ends. As usual, everyone ignoring the timer completely. Kind of what happens with these teams, unfortunately. We should be getting ready to go here. We have 8 players in the lobby. We've got Will Stetson, Shiner, Yummy, Ches against Drev, Reset, GS Blank, and Soba Noodles. So once they ready up, we should be getting underway here. Map number 3. I hope you're ready to be in it for the long haul. Another best of 15 here. That is between pretty closely matched teams. And here we get started. Like I said, don't blink because you'll probably miss it if you do. And Will Stetson with the very early miss. Maybe a little slider break or something? Not sure, that buzz slider. But Weed having some trouble on the side of Death Sentence. Will Stetson and Yummy My Tummy gonna find a couple more breaks. Shiner, Chesbanez, still seeing for Will Stetson Sons, but you have Reset, GS Blank, and Soba Noodles on the side of Death Sentence. GS Blank does find a break. 2 FCs to 2 now. Small lead inside of Death Sentence. Combo advantage is basically even. Reset and Soba Noodles both breaking their FCs though. Shiner and Chesbanez, the FCs still going for Will Stetson Sons. Those are both gone now though. There's really no combo anywhere. Will Stetson about 150 might actually, you know, just have built them up enough of a lead to hold on to. 700,000 point advantage. Soba Noodles the biggest combo at 100. Kind of what happens with this map. Those jumps are really big and really awkward. As you can see, players just breaking all over the place. Soba Noodles about 170 combo. That is gonna bring this lead back if he can keep that up. He is going off right now. What a monster. Soba Noodles with 230 combo. The screen's gonna show some interesting things. We have no idea what's actually going to happen. We're going to have to see the MP link here to get an idea of what actually happened in this map, because I'm genuinely not sure So let's take a look here at our MP link. In the client, Death Sentence won, but you had Drev and Will Stetson both failing. And I'm not sure who else. Let's look over here. There were 4 fails by the end of things. This is going to take a little bit of math. That is 2.4. Wow, this is going to be really close, but I believe it is going to go to Death Sentence. That big combo from Soba Noodle is really doing a lot of work. That's 2.5 million points out of him. That I believe should have been enough for Death Sentence to have taken the win. It looks like around 2.4 million points from Ches and Will Stetson and about 900,000 from Yummy in My Tummy, but Weed with 628k. So it was enough for Death Sentence to take the lead, and with it the break point. So 2-1 goes the score here early on in their favor. And because they hate me, Death Sentence is gonna pick No Mod 1. Actually, this song is insane, so it's gonna be Kairiko by Fairyquitus featuring Aitsuki Nakuru. 4 minute 14 second long, 200 BPM, 105 BPM, No Mod 1. 7.38 stars, as we were talking about, one of the other highest star rating maps in this pool. Fun fact, of course, Hidden 4, highest star rating in the pool, 7.49 star game map for Hidden 4. And it is No Mod 1, but it's kind of not No Mod 1. I mean, it's consistently difficult aim, but it's a little more awkward than, you know, kind of your standard traditional No Mod 1, I guess, would be a way to put that. Different kind of song, obviously, too. Not maybe the most traditional No Mod 1 type of song, but one that Death Sentence feels good about here, as it is going to be their second pick. They'll be looking to use it to consolidate their break point and take a 3-1 advantage early on in this match here. Will Stetson's missing their 4th member, which means it's probably going to be Mario coming in as that 4th, who's always late to every map. Will, Shiner, and Ches. It makes me wonder if somebody's missing, or if Ches just decided to start playing Osu again, because he really hasn't been around for much of anything in this tournament, but here he is playing several maps in this match. Yummy in My Tummy is going to come in to replace Will Stetson, and that should sort out our lobby with our rosters. We're going to have Coach, Reset, GS Blank, and Soba Noodles on the Death Sentence side, and they will try to hold on to that break point. And we still haven't seen Eddie yet. I don't think we've seen Yuki either, have we? Or Ignite. We've seen Will, Yummy, Shinru, the Pro, Ches. Have we seen anyone else? Yeah, hopefully nobody on the team has coronavirus. Luckily, Osu being an online game means that we aren't canceling everything. Not a LAN tournament, or we would be having issues here. A couple early breaks on the side of Death Sentence. Couch and Reset missing in the first little bit of combo means the early advantage to Will Stetson's, but, you know, very long map, a lot of difficult portions, so no big concern there. There's plenty of places you can miss here, but Reset missing once again. We really are just getting into the intro here. We haven't even gotten into kind of the first verse. GS Blank missing as well. So despite this being Death Sentence's pick, they're having a lot of trouble in the intro. I don't know about this one early on. Mario going to be the first break from Will Stetson's, the Pro 365, losing the first FC of that team, but Yummy, Shiner, and Ches all still holding on. Ches not anymore, just kidding. So Shiner, Yummy. But Soba Noodle's the only FC on the side of Death Sentence, with Couch trying to back him up with a slightly less than full combo. I believe that is still combo advantage to the side of Stetson's, not by a big margin though, with Coach being pretty close behind the FCs. making it through into the first KI, where we're going to see some big jumps immediately. Several players breaking. Reset, GS Blank, Coach all missing for Death Sentence, Shiner, Ches, and Yummy all missing for Will Stets Sun. So Soba Noodles, the last combo, his is gone too. The Pro 365 now the only combo left. Those jumps are massive, as to be expected from a 7.38 star map. And we're seeing their effects as nobody is able to combo through the first KI at all. So the score gap is going to stay pretty close, just over about 2 million points or so here, with really no combo much of anywhere. Reset the only one with any combo at all on Death Sentence side at about 190. Shiner at 180 over on Will Stets Suns. And that did not go well for anybody. That first KI. Couple more breaks for Will Stets Suns. You've got Yummy and the Pro getting a little bit of combo going. Death Sentence, though, a little bit ahead in the combo department, so they might be able to pull this lead back. It's going to remain decently tight for now, but that you can see the score going to flicker over here shortly if they can maintain that combo just a bit. Slowly but surely, the Pro 365 finding a break means it's going to speed it up a little bit. That lead goes over to Death Sentence for the first time in the map. Ches Bananas finding a break as well. Yummy by Tommy with 365 combo, Shiner with 265. Matched by GS Blank. Reset, though, 500 combo. That's going to be a big source of advantage for Death Sentence, and the other three players all up over 350 to 400 combo. Death Sentence doing what they need to in that portion of the map as we head into the last quarter or so. They're going to take the biggest lead that the map has seen as of yet, about 5 million points. Wow, that was 4 people all missing on the same note. Yummy, Shiner, Couch, and Reset all breaking. But Death Sentence coming out really ahead of that exchange, because GS Blank and Soba Noodles are both over 500 combo. Neither the Pro nor Ches is even above 300. In fact, they both do immediately break. Soba Noodles at about 560 combo was the last one remaining as we go into this last KI, where we're going to see these big jumps across the screen again, and Death Sentence, with the lead going into it, are probably just going to hold on because nobody can FC these jumps. That 7 million point lead is probably going to stay pretty steady here because nobody's hitting anything in this section of the map. This aim requirement is absolutely insane. Those are some cross-screen jumps if ever I've seen them. I mean, those notes are barely even on the screen. So nobody able to combo anything in this last KI, as to be expected, means that the advantage that Death Sentence had accumulated will be more than enough to maintain about an 8 million point lead. Soba Noodles did manage to put together about a 240 combo in there somehow. But that'll be Death Sentence taking a 3-1 lead. They consolidate their break point with the Nomad 1 pick. And that was just what the doctor ordered, as they are going to be in the driver's seat of this match now. 3-1 and looking pretty strong, especially with the performance put on there by Reset, Soba Noodles, Couch, and GS Blank. Really the whole team playing pretty well. Shoutouts to Soba Noodles, best score at 15.4 million. Yummy and Shiner about 12 million apiece, but not able to stack up, especially with the lower score from Ches down at 5 million points. See, that's what concerns me about Will Stets Suns. I don't know if they're missing somebody. Obviously, Will going out for that map, but we haven't seen Eddie, we haven't seen Yuki, we haven't seen Ignite, and Ches really barely even able to play this map, so I don't know if that means that they're missing players. That would be my guess based on the outcome of that map, but hard to say for sure. So the next pick will come from Will Stets Suns, now down a couple of points after that breakpoint consolidation. Still a lot of time left, still a lot of pool left, so they've got all kinds of options to choose from here. But I don't know if they're going to be feeling necessarily the best after that performance. Nomad 1 did not go super well for them. It's going to be Chaser XX. We're going to be seeing the shortest Nomad. And I don't want to say this is inting to pick into Death Sentence, but like this seems like a map that Death Sentence is probably pretty good at. This is a 140 BPM alt, but also difficult map. I don't even know how to describe this one. It's got 1/6, it's got 1/8, it's got weird patterns. It's difficult. You will, of course, remember the lower diff of this in the DT pool back in OWC. This is the top diff from that set. And it is also a banger. I'm a big fan of this song. It's really good. But with Death Sentence kind of being the awkward, gimmicky map type of team, this seems like something they'll probably be pretty good at. But clearly Will Stetson's feeling comfortable enough with it as well as they decide on their rosters for both teams. Will Stetson and Shinru in right now, still waiting on their third and fourth. Death Sentence with RT Wizen just playing in Soba Noodles. I'm looking at RT Wizen here as well as Soba Noodles. He's been looking very good this match so far. Looks like Drev gonna come in as their fourth. Yummy gonna join things for Will Stetsons. Tech map player, pretty good finger control, and of course the Pro 365. You always know when somebody doesn't come in for a really long time that Mario is gonna show up. Still, Will Stetson's looking like a 5-man roster so far in this one. Still no sign of Yuki, Eddie, or Ignite. Now, Ignite, of course, being, you know, kind of known as a speed player, maybe just holding out for those maps that he's kind of more comfortable with. But missing Yuki and missing Eddie is a really big deal for Will Stetsons. That's a lot of their roundedness. You know, their hidden player, Yuki-chan, good for hiddens, good for free mods. And, of course, Eddie, a very strong fill player, typically. So Will Stetsons might be in a tough spot here if they are indeed missing those players. We will see who shows up and when. But right now we're going to get underway with Chaser XX. And as I said, I gotta think this kind of favors Death Sentence, to be honest. Now, Will Stetsons could absolutely prove me wrong, and I would not be shocked. But these patterns, like you see here in this intro, RT Wizen looking strong as well as Soba Noodles. However, a lot of combo on Will Stetson's side as Weed and GS Blank both break, so Will Stetson's gonna take the lead now. This intro is so tricky. The finger control and little awkward aim is just not simple at all. 4 combos on the board for Will Stetsons. GS Blank and Weed continuing to break. Shiner does miss, as does Will Stetson. So 2 versus 2, Yummy and the Pro against RT Wizen and Soba Noodles. Ooh, Yummy and the Pro both break. It was a 2 million point lead for Will Stetsons, but that's going to go away in a hurry here. RT Wizen and Soba Noodles still holding onto their combos. They're going to drag this score back over in a hurry if they can hold through this middle section of the map, and they do. The lead goes over to Death Sentence's side. There's not a lot of combo going on for Will Stetsons. Even Weed has now surpassed the combo of Shiner or Will, as he does find a break, but Shiner finding a break, as well as the Pro, GS Blank, and Will. The only 200 combo on Yummy and My Tummy. Meanwhile, Soba Noodles and RT Wizen, well, it's not anymore. RT Wizen finding a break, but Soba Noodles still comboing. Does finally break it along last, but it's a 5 million point lead for Death Sentence. I don't think there's likely to be enough time left here for Will Stetsons. Yummy and My Tummy about a 320 combo, but I just think that Death Sentence were able to run out to a big enough lead there with those long combos from Soba Noodles and RT Wizen that they'll hold on to this lead without much concern, and they're going to be finding themselves another break point. It's going to be a 4-1 lead here for Death Sentence after this one. Nomad 4 not going the way Will Stetsons would have liked at all. So I would say pretty correct about that. RT Wizen and Soba Noodles, that call out worked for them. Those two players performing incredibly well in that pick. 8 million, 9 million points. And the lead and the break point again. Death Sentence 4-1 quickly. This one getting a little bit out of hand here. Will Stetson's clearly disadvantaged by missing several players from their team, but Death Sentence performing quite well regardless of the circumstances. Those are two very respectable scorers, and they will take another break point. So we're going to see Hard Rock 4 coming out from Death Sentence. This is going to be another aim pick. They went with Nomad 1, the aim pick, and they're going with Hard Rock 4, the next aim pick. Obviously, Hidden 4 being banned means that they're down one other potential aim map, but I guess that's the niche they're kind of going for in their own picks, which is an interesting strategy because if you feel, if you feel comfortable with the aim picks yourself, you might as well pick them, force the other team into picking things that they're maybe not the most comfortable with. Trust your ability to win your own picks, and then it gives you opportunities for break points. It's kind of like everything is your pick if you can do this. And so we're gonna get Fade by Adventure Club. Relatively short but pretty tricky aim map. The aim is probably as big as Nomad 1's aim, really. Cross-screen jumps aplenty. This is a Jordan the Bear map if you have ever seen one. Once again, Will Stets Sun's having trouble getting players into the lobby. It's going to be, I'm guessing Yummy and either Will or... I don't know who plays this one. I don't think Will plays this. I would expect it to be like Yummy, Shiner, Mario, and Ches. Yeah. Okay, so there is Mario coming in last second as per usual. Alright, so Yummy, Shiner, the Pro, and Ches. Pray for Ches to not 40 miss this time, like on Nomad 1. Against Couch, Reset, GS Blank, and Soba Noodles. I'd be concerned about the fact that they're like maybe missing people, but it just doesn't seem to matter at this point. And actually, the only person we haven't seen, Moose Pie obviously is here since he's in chat. We haven't seen Seal. I don't know where Seal is, but it doesn't really matter. But Death Sun's aim has been looking at least pretty decent. Once again, probably looking at Couch and Soba Noodles on this one. Will Stets Sun's, it's a tough spot to be in, obviously, when you're missing players, but I think they're going to do their best. Pray for Chez's aim, I guess, because Nomad 1 did not go well for him. So as we will get into the big aim section here, we'll find out if it's any better since then. I don't know if Ches has been playing Osu at all, to be honest. So, it's a tough spot for him to be in for sure, to have to come in on these second maps. And here we go into the drop, and Ches hits it. So I guess he's doing better. Everybody on Death Sun's breaking. Nobody on Will Stets Sun's breaking as of yet. They're going to take a big lead. Ches and Yummy do miss, but Shiner the Pro holding on, though, thus far. Alright, well, Shiner and Mario holding it down. Shiner does find a break, as is Ches, but just blank. Okay, so all four players from Will Stets Sun's just missed toward the end of that Ki. There is combo on Soba Noodles, there is combo on Reset. It's only a 1.6 million point deficit because the combos are just not that big as of yet. So Death Sentence should be able to run this one back with Soba Noodles and Reset, keeping those combos alive as best they can. It's about 1 million points, and it's going to drop combo advantage to Death Sentence. There is still going to be another hard part, though. So they've got to hold up to that, try to build a lead before they even get into that difficult section, which I don't know if they're going to be able to do because we're coming up to it quite rapidly. And they're going to have to hit this beginning jump of this next drop. Let's see what happens. Oh, Reset hits it. Soba Noodles does break, but the lead goes over to Death Sentence anyways. Yummy and My Tummy and the Pro, as well as Ches, all miss. Shiner, the only combo on Will Stets Sun's. Meanwhile, Coach and Reset, as well as GS Blank, all comboing for Death Sentence. So that early start that looked so promising for Will Stets Sun's has completely fallen by the wayside now as Couch and GS Blank hang on to their combos. They're going to build up about a 3 million point lead into the very ending of the map, and that's going to be Death Sentence taking a 5-1 lead here momentarily once this one comes to a close. And that is what happens. Death Sentence with the very solid performance through the middle and last third of that map. Will Stets Sun's looked pretty good in the first aim section, but were not able to hold on in any way, shape, or form. So that'll be the 5-1 lead. That is 2 consolidated break points for Death Sentence. And Will Stets Sun's absolutely on the back foot now. Clearly having trouble with missing players and everything, not performing perhaps quite up to the standards that they would need to in this match. And they're going to go Hidden 1. Going to be Beautiful Lowly Thing by Goreshit. Saw this one before. First pick of the match, in fact, between Piece of Cake and Pocket Galaxy, won by Piece of Cake, picked by Pocket Galaxy. I don't know if that's quite the auspicious type of selection that you want to be seeing here if you are Will Stets Sons. Now, if it were me, the way that Yummy has been playing in past weeks, I would look to him as my carry. I'd look to stream maps and stamina maps. I don't know how strong Death Sentence necessarily is on those picks. You know, maybe this is a start at that type of pick. 200 BPM, 3-minute long, mainly stream with some aim. Yuki-chan is going to come in, so that is going to be their hidden player, his first appearance in the match. Obviously, still no Ignite, still no Eddie. But we're going to get Yuki-chan in. We're going to get some fresh blood into the roster here. And we'll see if Will Stets Sons can get another point on the board. I don't think this is necessarily Death Sentence's strength, so I think this is a map that Will Stets Sons can win, but they cannot get complacent. They have to make sure that they are staying concentrated throughout the entire map. It's one that is kind of unrelenting in a sense, where if you miss, you may miss a lot. So we're going to hopefully avoid that. Anything that has streams, you just see chain misses. You know, Hidden 2 is probably the worst example of that in the pool, but anything that has hidden streams, it's just easy to fall off and miss and chain miss. So hopefully this one will go well for both teams as we get underway here. Yummy, Shiner, Will, and Yuki-chan against Couch, RTYs, and Moose Pie, and Soba Noodles. Death Sentence will be looking for another break point. Not starting out the way they would have wanted it to, with Moose Pie seeing an early break. But Yummy going to come right back with a break of his own, so the Yummy carry maybe not quite intact today, or maybe just a tactical early break so there's no pressure. Hard to say. Yuki-chan also with an early break in his first appearance in this match. So lead over to Death Sentence at the very beginning. It's going to be a very small gap between the teams. Not a lot of combo yet, obviously. Right now it's more or less even. Any one break is going to send the lead in one direction or the other. RTY's on the miss for Death Sentence. That means lead over to Will Stets Sons. See if they can all hold on. We will get going towards the first Ki. Moose Pie finding yet another miss. Struggling a little bit. Shiner, though, breaking for Will Stets Sons, as well as Yuki-chan. Oh, but Couch, RTY's and Moose Pie all missing on Death Sentence. Will Stetson missing for Will Stets Sons. It's Yummy versus Soba Noodles. Soba Noodles has the combo advantage over him, but the score advantage is in favor of Will Stets Sons. Yummy in my tummy breaks, though. Soba Noodles now the longest combo in the map, still FCing. He will be able to single-handedly bring this lead back over to Death Sentence. It is going to grow now, because that is a lot of combo and nobody else really has anything that can stack up. Shinru, the only other player, I believe, only over about 200 combo, 250 combo for Shinru. Meanwhile, Soba Noodles, 750 combo just about. It's a 2 million point lead now for Death Sentence. Will Stets Sons need to pray for him to miss ASAP, and he does not miss on that long stream. 1/3 of the map to go. It is about a 4 million point lead. Shiner building his combo back up, but that's all that Will Stets Sons have to speak for, really, and Couch is tied with him in combo. That dead even combo on those sides. I mean, that Soba Noodles combo is still going to be advancing this lead in favor of Death Sentence, and we're going to come in past the last third, into the last quarter of the map. Soba Noodles absolutely popping off here. We may even see an FC from him. Very impressive performance. He's been playing incredibly well this entire match, and he's going to keep it going now. And regardless of the FC, this outcome is decided 15-16 million points in favor of Death Sentence. Soba Noodles, the big carry here. Looking like he's going to probably come up with an FC. And with Soba Noodles and Couch, you'd actually have a 2v4. And that is a 6-1 lead now. Death Sentence just absolutely putting their foot on the collective neck of Will Stets Sons with another break point Will Stets Suns really not able to find any sort of foothold in this match so far, and they're going to have to figure something out in a damn hurry because they only have 2 points left to give. And another free mod here, and it's another aim control pick. Death Sentence seems to have their niche in mind. We're going to get Answer by Katsukiri Rekka, free mod number 1, the Xarius and Delis collab difficulty. And this is one that requires a lot of control aim at a decently high BPM as well, 224 entire beats per minute of time that passes. Death Sentence with the 6-1 lead. Not a lot to worry about right now. They obviously want to win this as quickly as possible because it's with the best of this long, you don't want to open up the possibility of a comeback, but Will Stets Suns really have not looked like they have any chance in this one at all thus far in the match, so Death Sentence has got to be feeling pretty confident about the way they're playing and the level that their opponents are at as well. Will Stets Suns, meanwhile, they really need to figure something out, and I mean, assuming they lose this pick because it is their opponent's, 7-1 advantage and a lot of match points. At that point, you kind of probably just start picking RNG maps and praying, because I don't know that there's really much else you can hope for. We're going to be getting underway here. The pro Shiner, Will Stets, and Yuki-chan. The pro running Hard Rock, Yuki-chan running Hidden, no surprise there. Death Sentence going to have Couch, RT Wizen running Hidden, GS Blank, and Soba Noodles Nomad. I am still watching RT Wizen, I'm still watching Soba Noodles. They have been looking really, really strong. Several early breaks. This is such a tough pick. It's so much harder than it looks with the density and complexity of these jumps. They're kind of awkward. Xarius not exactly known for comfortable maps, you know. Early lead over to Will Stets Suns, so they're starting things off a little better here. But it's still very early stages. The pro finding a miss. Will Stetson himself, the only FC on that team. Soba Noodles, still the FC on the side of Death Sentence. RT Wizen finding a little slider break. That was not a good spot to miss before anything has really gotten into this Ki yet. Gonna stay close for the time being. Will Stets Suns, though, are in lead for now. RT Wizen and Couch both breaking into the first Ki. That's going to help Will Stets Suns out a lot as none of them broke. They all have combo on their side. They're going to run this lead out. Just kidding. The Pro Shiner and Yuki-chan all going to break. Will Stetson the only combo. Excuse me, my goodness. Will Stetson the only combo left on that side. And he breaks as well. GS Blank, the combo still on Death Sentence, as well as RT Wizen, who did not in fact suffer a slider break. It was only Vancho. So that means Death Sentence will take the lead now out of the first Ki. RT Wizen playing very well for himself here, as is GS Blank. Really no combo on Will Stetson's side. Yuki-chan and Shiner both around 150 combo, but nobody else doing all that well. And Shiner, in fact, even going to break in this quiet section. Death Sentence only going to extend out their lead farther with that assistance from Will's team. RT Wizen and GS Blank keeping their combos up as we'll go to the halfway mark of the map. GS Blank does find a break, but so does the Pro on the other side. Couch with the combos backing up. RT Wizen, Soba Noodles just ever so slightly behind that as well, and they are all above any combo from Stets Suns. Shiner will break as we head into the next Ki. Will and Yuki-chan doing what they can, but they do both break. Soba Noodles missing, but RT Wizen still going very strong. Coach missing as well, but there's no combo inside of Stets Suns as the Pro and Shiner miss. Everyone breaking everywhere. The longest combo in the entire map is 170, 180 now. This is such a difficult pick, honestly. It's so much harder than you'd think it would be. And Death Sense is using that to their advantage now. It's about a 12 million point lead, and there is no combo anywhere. So this one is looking like it'll be in favor of Death Sentence once again. It's going to be a 7-1 lead after we get through this section and then the last PI. Just got to play through the streams. Full breaks coming out from RT Wizen and Will Stetson. Shiner the Pro, Yuki-chan, all getting some combo, just getting the Pro breaks, just Blank breaks, Couch breaks, Yuki-chan breaks. Shiner, the only combo on Will Stetson's side, Soba Noodles, when he does breaks, Soba Noodles' longest combo inside, Death Sentence 200 combo. This map is so stupidly hard. Like, playing this with Hidden is just actually cancer. The fact that RT Wizen is going to have the best score on the map with Hidden is actually insane. Accuracy be damned. And, well, that's a 7-1 now. 7-1 lead for Death Sentence. They are 1 point away from advancing. I did not expect this match to be nearly this one-sided. But Death Sentence is just not letting up, and Will Stets Suns are, I would say, not playing their best, unfortunately. And this has got to be, is this int? Free mod 4, that is, it's not free mod 3, so I guess it's not quite as bad. It's gonna be free mod 4, Seiso Bakuretsu. Seiso Bakuretsu boy, Mark Lee. This is the MKBHD diff, Mark S. Brownlee. Y'all ever seen a midge map in a map pool? I don't think I've seen it very often. That being said, like, how good are Rib songs actually? He's such a good vocalist. This could be the last map of the tournament for Will Stets Suns. Interesting pick for the situation, if you ask me. But you never know, they could feel comfortable with this. Or they could just be saying, let's just pick whatever sounds like a banger because it's a good song. Also, you guys know this is 310 BPM? I don't know how that works, because I don't think it's actually, you know, it's obviously an alt map, but... Yeah, comment literally sorry on the map pool from Digital Hypno. Technical Space Streams. Let's call it Technical Space Streams. Who the heck runs what mods on this, by the way? Hidden from Will Stetson and Yuki-chan, no mod from the Pro and Shiner, hidden from Couch and RT Wizen, no mod from GS Blank and Soba Noodle. So both teams keeping much the same rosters. It's probably just the players who are comfortable with these maps. We are underway in what could be our last map of the day here. However, Death Sentence is going to find a couple of early breaks, but it's a long map, there's a lot of combo, so, you know, what happens, just kind of watch play out here. Early advantage over on the way of Will Stets Suns. Only by a small margin, though. RT Wizen and Yuki-chan going to trade breaks, the hidden players both missing on that little square pattern. Will Stetson missing an entire pattern there. That's going to help out Death Sentence. That was one of the combos gone for Will Stets Suns. Only 2 combos, 2 FCs, I believe, left. Couch, RT Wizen, and Yuki-chan all missing at the same time. So it is Soba Noodles and GS Blank. Basically 2v2 now. Shiner and the Pro both still comboing. So our Nomad players are having the best time of things here pretty clearly. They're very tricky free mod map because anybody with any mod is going to have a rough go of things in most cases. who will break out of these four? The Pro, Shiner, GS Blank, and Soba Noodles. One of those four is going to break at some point, and whoever breaks first gives the other team a pretty big advantage, with these combos growing up over 650. Lead slightly into the side of Stets Suns, but it's so close. All the combos are nearly identical. Yet to see another break here. Pre-mod pool proving a little bit easier than the other mod pools for most players. The performance is looking very good. However, the Pro 365 is going to break, so that was the important one. That was one of those big combos for Stets Suns gone. Death Sentence, meanwhile, GS Blank, Soba Noodles both holding on, as well as Coach and RT Wizen. Artizen? I'm just going to keep saying RT Wizen. Not sure. And those are breaks from Couch, RT Wizen, Shinru, and Will Stetson, but that was big because Soba Noodles held on, and he is that huge combo for Death Sense. He is still that FC and probably the MVP of this match, if I'm being honest. Makes his way through the Buzz Slider pattern. Yuki-chan and the Pro, however, both comboing pretty well here for Will Stetsons, and everyone breaks everywhere. That was 6 misses all at once. The Pro and Shinru, and now Soba Noodles has broken. It is only a 4 million point lead. If the Pro can hold on, he may be able to make up this score gap. He needs to keep this combo alive in this last Ki section, though. 450 combo. How long can you hold on, Mario? Can you do it for your team? It's a 3 million point deficit. It's going to come down slowly. And he keeps his combo. He's at 600 combo. He's going to have enough. No! He does break. That is the long combo gone from Will Stetsons. That might have been their last hope in this match to stay alive in the tournament. Yuki-chan breaking a 300 combo. Shiner with about a 350 combo. But there's combos alive on Death Sense. There's not much map left. It's 3 million points in the lead. Will Stetsons have to hope for a miracle at this point, but Death Sentence, well, their existence on this map is a death sentence to Will Stetsons, because I think this is going to be it. 6 million points in the lead now for Death Sentence. It's just a formality here to close out this map. And that is going to do it. Death Sentence, by the dominant score of 8-1, are your victors in a match that was really the complete polar opposite of our preceding matchup. That was incredibly one-sided. That was an 8-1 victory. Death Sentence looking very good. Their opponents looking not so great. Very unfortunate state of affairs for Will Stetsons. Obviously missing 2 players with the Pro, or with with Eddie and with Ignite, both missing today. 2 of their players that were pretty important. But Death Sentence, I think, regardless, looked very strong in this one, and they will prove a formidable opponent for the team of Pocket Galaxy tomorrow. And that's going to do it for today. We have been through one incredible match, an 8-7 tiebreaker victory in one of the first ever best of 15s in OSU tournament history, which saw Pocket Galaxy taking the victory with 3 points in a row over the team of Piece of Cake to move on to face the winner of this match, which is, of course, your Death Sentence. 8-1 over the depleted Will Stetsons roster. Missing some players, performed their best, but just were not able to do it against Death Sentence, who looked very strong today on the back of Soba Noodles, looking absolutely incredible. RT Wizen and Coach playing quite well for themselves, as well as GS Blank and the other members of the team. So we're going to see tomorrow our winners' final matchup. It's going to be 14 UTC. It's going to be Konyo's big team taking on Sayonara Detka. That's the winners' final. That's what we've all been waiting for. And in the losers bracket, we're going to see Death Sentence versus Pocket Galaxy. Probably going to overlap quite a bit because I believe there's a reschedule being discussed because these matches take so long, all that sort of thing. We'll find out about that one in the coming time. If you want to be updated, make sure you're following the stream so that you know when the stream goes live with those matches. Also, if you're not already in the Discord, feel free to join. You'll get the updates when we go live. You can check out all the links there for the results, for the schedules, for the map pools, so on and so forth. But for now, that is going to be the end of our coverage for today. Congratulations to our winners, Pocket Galaxy and Death Sentence. GG well played to all their opponents. And thank you, everyone, for stopping by to watch the stream and check out our tournament. Hope everyone had a good time. I know that first match was an absolute riot, 2 hours long, and a great, great matchup. For now, Let's go send a host over to Cavo Osu event. Just kidding, their matches is over. Let's not send a host over to them. Let's go send a host on over to Apraxia. Go say hi to Apraxia. Say hi to your boy. Make fun of him slider breaking at the very end of that map in OWC. And we will see you guys tomorrow, 14 UTC, 10 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, with the winners final of Hippo Cup 3 between Ponyo's big team and Sayonara Detka. Have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow.